Right now, we are waiting to see if one of the co-defendants in the Georgia election interference case, who is still behind bars, will leave the jail tonight. A judge just granted Harrison Floyd a $100,000 bond. We have a team staked out over at the jail to see when he might be released. Meanwhile, we are watching closely as more defendants enter pleas. So far, 3 of them have pleaded not guilty to racketeering charges. Their attorneys Sidney Powell and Ray Smith, and ex-publicist for Kanye West, Travion Cuddy. And more defendants could enter pleas out of their arraignments scheduled for next Wednesday.
Now, I know that it's early, but history shows at least some of the defendants in the case against former President Donald Trump could actually flip, turn against him. All new tonight at 6 o'clock, 11 Alive, Doug Richards has more on how past racketeering cases could set the example.
No criminal case in U.S. history has ever included a former president as a defendant. However, the Fulton County case could share some similarities with other alleged racketeering cases. Earlier this year, Fulton County prosecutors started jury selection in the YSL racketeering case. And in a flurry of backstage activity days earlier, 8 of the defendants made deals with the state to avoid additional prison time.
False impression of academic success.
9 years ago, Fulton prosecutors produced a racketeering indictment against 35 school teachers in a cheating scandal. More than half of them made plea deals, and many of them became witnesses against the remaining defendants. Now, Fulton County is pursuing another racketeering case with Donald Trump as the headline defendant, a case ripe for another plea deal, says former prosecutor Clint Rucker.
Because the RICO statute carries a mandatory minimum 5-year sentence. And so for people who have never been charged with a crime before, that can be really frightening.
Within the city of Atlanta, Fulton County, right?
As a prosecutor, Rucker helped lead the team that got 21 defendants in the school teacher case to flip.
And I will vigorously contest every count.
That was Trump co-defendant John Eastman last week. Rucker says defendants frequently start with a defiant and indignant posture, which eventually shifts
To the reality of, okay, what am I going to do about it now?
The 19 defendants in the election fraud case are mostly professionals with no criminal history.
There'll come a day when you will get some folks who will say, I choose my family and myself over the loyalty, and I'm going to make this tough decision.
Rucker says it could take months before the first, if any, plea deals are reached in this case. Sometimes, he says, it takes jury selection to start before defendants really start looking for a way out. In downtown Atlanta, Doug Richards, 11 Alive News.